This box and over Parliament office where we can sit down. This box is not over Parliament office where you come sit down.
You
You
don't
have
say
to keep the
scrub
box
stuff.
active. Well on. And over Parliament office, you know the man, sure.
Can I speak really quick about what she said?
Go ahead, go ahead.
Okay.
Real quick.
Anything before the judge granted the order, which was May 3rd, is not in contempt. The reason they wanted to fine baby Ice so much is because if he would have showed up in court with the baby, he would have got the DNA test done and emergency. This is what the lawyer was telling him, to fine him so they can get that. But since they didn't fine him and the judge knew where the child was at and the child was safe with a roof over his head and being fed, the judge denied it because at that point it's not an emergency. But if he would have had Ice in his care, it would have been an emergency. You get it?
Guyanese, I said that from the
I heard
beginning.
PJ said it the
I
other
said
day.
that from the
Yes,
beginning.
it would
I
have
heard
gave
PJ
him, let
said
me
it.
get done.
So
It would have gave him the right to be able.
Hold on. You
So I'm
wait,
gonna ask a
Danny. I
question.
heard PJ said this the other day perfectly. PJ, repeat what you just said. You have to be in the court.
If you were denied and if you were denied and you want custody, right? Even though it was not your child, it's called, in the state of Georgia, it's called a dependency. That means that child have no one to care for, whether you're the legal guardian, whether you're the father, whether you're the aunt, the grandmother, whatever. It's called a dependency case, because I guarantee you something was filed and sealed that child has a dependency, and that judge saw that order. Only government can look up that sealed document, because you can file something, and when you file it, you tell the clerks of court, I want this to be sealed, and you have every right, because you're the only legal guardian for this child, and you got a notarized paper from the mother. So because the child has a dependency, the judge probably saw that and saw that the child is okay and that you have no rights whatsoever for this child. They deny it. The only way it will be proved in the state of Georgia, if you have that child in your hand and you're walking hand in hand in the courtroom, because then they can say, okay, he has that child, what can we do? We have to give him temporary custody because obviously he's taking care of the child.
Yes, and the post that he made, Scrubs, you see that email between him and his lawyer, even though it was the day before the court hearing, right? He posted this email with the notification that he posted about the money
But
thing
what I'm saying,
after
what
he was
Guyanese
denied.
is saying. So I want to know, this happened like maybe an hour after the result came out.
Yes, so basically they went to court in the morning, right? In the day, right? So after it was denied, because remember now, when it denied, Mama said we get all of the paperwork immediately, right? When it was denied, he posted that with the email between him and his lawyer about the money being spent to find the baby was the day when he was denied emergency custody.
Right.
So because whatever they were doing before they go to court, I guess they were trying to find whomever the baby before they go to court. And even after they went to court and the judge denied,
remember this wasn't put out before the court. This put
no,
out
it was put out after.
You're right, Kathy. He been found out he was denied. The lawyer's always gonna know first in hand if he was denied. He been found out he was denied.
Yeah, the lawyer
He
have to
been found
know.
out he was
But
denied.
this was
So he
put out.
sat. Right, he sat there and thought about what he was to do. That's why he sat there and he thought about it. So it been denied. It been denied. He been
because
knew
this
from the
put
day
out
before
like
when the
an
lawyer
hour
emailed him.
And so what he did was he put that out to throw people off. But by you guys being so smart, you guys seen that it was May 2nd. So he put that out to throw off the people to think that the lawyer gave him that permission on May 3rd, because ain't no lawyer gonna tell you to do that.
Yes.
After a judge
Your lawyer
denies
is
you.
always going to come and the lawyer emailed him and be like, hey, she probably emailed him like this, and this is just for allegedly, she probably did this. Hey, I'm in the courthouse and I just found out the paperwork was denied. The reason why she couldn't call, because she was in the courthouse or she was doing something.
Yeah, remember,
That's
so she
probably
had
why
to leave for
emailed it.
absence too, so
You're
whoever
right, so
did
she
better
probably
with
was
that.
busy. So she been found out. Remember, lawyers know I've been through this whole entire situation before. Lawyer know these stuff the day every single day they get news. So if the lawyer emailed him that the day before, him sit on for one full year to think about what he was going to post. So again, you thought about it. So again, you're not suitable because you thought about it, which is premeditated. You thought about it before you did what you did.
Yep. And the fact that he
So when he
posted it
found out on the
right when
third,
everything came out that he was
when
denied.
he found that out on the 3rd and you still turned around and posted, you're being held in contempt. And his lawyer needs to tell him that.
He take it down, mama. After all with the Amber Alert, I sit down and wait for Amber Alert for
But
over
by
a week
that
and
time,
can't get it.
everybody has it. By that time, everybody have it. So he knows what he did was wrong because somebody told him he was an idiot for doing that. Now you're going to be holding contempt. That's it. Because he put a bounty on his child's head. A judge going to say, how do you care for your child for the best interest and you just put a bounty on his head? You just made it where if somebody is really crazy enough to track this baby down, take this baby, hold this baby until you pay them enough money. And if you broke and you don't got the money, then it's possibly that child's life.
Yep, that is so true. That is so true.
So once again,
so
he read, he thought, he planned, he did it. So again, are you suitable? Because you read it, you planned it, you read it, you thought about it, then you planned it, then you completed the mission by posting.
Yeah, and
So
then
again,
as a Guyanese and PJ say, if you think about it, if everybody read the denial order, it not tell us you never go see, right? Them say we're gonna put it on me deny right now because there's no need for an emergency, right? What we're gonna give you stipulation, go to mediation, do whatever y'all need to do, but you didn't care about the fact that they said, all right, we're not gonna go mediation because we sit down and talk about this. Our lawyer, my lawyer, your lawyer, go sit down and discuss all of this, right? Let's figure out what we can do. You didn't care about that. That shows your motive that you don't want to share. You don't
But
want.
can I tell you guys something? By him having that restraining order, he don't know it don't go in his favor. Because the judge is going to say it's going to be one. Either you drop the restraining order to see your son, or you continue with the restraining order, and then after a year, you will see your son. He don't understand that restraining order, that judge has to follow that restraining order. I've been through that.
All right, hold on. Kathy, going to the file cabinet again. I want to hear the public. I want the public to hear what he's asking the court for.
Oh,
remember, this is a man who said, you hold on there. Let me dig up your voice note. Wait the people. Wait there. Because I don't know something happens sitting there. Hold on. Kathy, my wife go in the...
Me have it, man.
Me know you have it. Wait. Before you play it, mama. Wait.
I have a Scrubs. I have a question. I have a really
No, do your question yet, my love. You wait.
Okay.
Right?
Wait.
Me not, for one, let me start this right here. You had 100 doctor's appointments, and I didn't pay for nan one of them motherfuckers. And you go to the doc, and you go to the judge and say, I got 100 receipt, judge. He didn't pay for my doctor's visit. He don't need to see the baby, or this for reason. The judge will look at you like you stupid as fuck and say, oh, he's not obligated to. That shit, y'all keep saying, it's not going to affect me in court none with me not helping out with no fucking doctor's appointment. I can pay.
All right, you know hear that, people?
Yes.
Clear that here. That's his voice. Read Kathy, please.
You know, me just hold on there. You know, me just I realized too on the denial order, right? You remember what always I say it has to be signed by a judge. You remember? You hear me? Hello?
Kathy, I want you to read the paper where you go for. Me just play the man for a reason.
Yeah, me know, but me just say it was signed by the judge on the 29th of April.
And stamped by the 3rd. I seen it on the top.
And stamped on the 3rd, yes.
Yes. And he put out for him ranking on this
3rd.
Yeah. Me did that. Me remember me keep live and we go on with yourself. Now, read what I ask the judge for. Please.
Upstairs. Give me a second. Upstairs.
Right, so while Kathy look for that,
Defense, right?
listen to him.
Me not, for one, let me start this right here. You had 100 doctor's appointments, and I didn't pay for nan one of them motherfuckers. And you go to the doc, and you go to the judge and say, I got 100 receipt, judge. He didn't pay for my doctor's visit. he don't need to see the baby or this for reason. The judge gonna look at you like you stupid as fuck and say, oh, he's not obligated to. That shit, y'all keep saying, it's not gonna affect me in court none with me not helping out with no fucking doctor's appointment. I could pay for $1 million fucking.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, so the petition that he put out, ex parte order for temporary custody. Let's put it in real context. Father, having presented his emergency motion for an ex parte order for temporary custody and the same being considered by the court, it is ordered that the father shall have temporary legal and physical custody of the minor, a male child aged 4 months old, born in 2023. Mother shall have visitation with child as father shall allow and under conditions set by the father until a hearing can be held on the allegations raised by the father. You gone, Scrubs?
No, I'm here. I was waiting.
Yeah, that was it.
All right, so people, the box is open. Come up into the box. You heard what the gentleman said, and you heard his petition to the judge. You heard what
Scrubs,
the gentleman
me
said.
go down and do something here.
Petition.
Me
We
go
need you
jump
to
now.
come up here, come talk.
Scrub,
Go ahead.
can I say something about that statement he said?
Yeah, man, go ahead.
He's right. The judge is not going to hear anything about her doctor appointments or her doing anything for herself. What the judge will take an order of and take in, like, listen to is the point that she's been taking the baby to the doctor's appointment and paying for it out of her pocket. She's been providing for everything. Basically, when you're in family court, it's just about that child. So he's right about that part with her saying that he didn't pay for no doctor's appointment. What the judge is going to worry about is when that child was first born, who paid for doctor's appointments? Who took this child to doctor's appointments? Who provides for this child? Who does this child live with since birth? Those are the major things. So he a little bit cocky, but he's right about that.
But listen, the reason why I played that, I want the people them to hear. He said, I don't have to give nothing. So why you're fighting so hard for a child that you don't have to give nothing to? That's why I played.
Exactly. So the
Why
judge,
you
he don't
fight so hard?
understand.
Go ahead.
He don't understand that she still have proof. When I'm gonna tell you what they're gonna do since it's a custody battle. The judge is gonna make them summons all of his doctor bills, his doctor reports of him making sure that he has proper care through the doctors. Also her proof of address. The child has a bedroom of his own, crib of his own that he sleeps in. They're gonna investigate. You see what I'm saying? So once the judge see that he's being so arrogant, and if I was our lawyer, I would copy this right here and the tape that you have and play it in court because he's very arrogant. Yes, he can get in. The judge can make him reimburse her for everything that she have done after the baby has been born. There are such things, yes. Everything.
All right, so what about the hospital bill? Because remember, the hospital in free
Yes,
America.
he will make him go half with that. The only part, because there's two bills. There's a bill for her, and once that child comes, there's a bill for that child. There's two hospital bills. So, like I said, they're not going to worry about Ivany. They're going to worry about the baby. So yes, the baby did accumulate a doctor's bill. Because you got to think, he got his first shot in the hospital, his hepatitis B and everything he got in the hospital. She said he also got circumcised. That's a bill. His stay in the hospital is a bill. Every time he went into that nursery, that hospital nursery,
So let me ask you, so what about the blood work? Can remember say she have to take her blood work, you know?
Who, her?
Yeah, then you don't know, say when you're pregnant, you have to take your blood
Yes,
work
but
done.
again, it's not about her. It's about the child. It's about Ice. It's not about Ivany. Even though she provided everything in her care, a judge is not going to want to hear that. He wants to hear about that child from the minute he came
No, wait, wait. Wait, me understand good. Remember, so the baby have a born somewhere, right?
We'll think about having a boyfriend
Yes,
in the Netherlands.
but
So, but
there's
so
two
you're telling
things.
me where the baby, if the mother have to pay, how much $1,000 in the
Yes,
hospital?
he's gonna have to go. They're gonna split that bill in half.
Okay, that's all I want.
Yes, for the baby. They're gonna split it in half, or the judge can be mean and say, look, you haven't did nothing for the 4 months. I want you to pay it all. But in that case, she already paid it all. He's gonna have to pay it back to her.
Okay.
Yeah. That's like if they get cut, he gets joint custody with her. The child needs to go to the dentist, right? So they're gonna say, you basically, they can make him, he keeps showing his job and he keeps showing construction. They can make him put this child on his insurance. The alleged father, let me say that, the it. If it is its child, it's a lot that the judge can make him do, and he's just too arrogant. You being so arrogant can bite you in your ass, because the judge will make you put that child on your insurance. The judge will make you pay child support. The judge will make you, and the good thing about Ivany, she's not on no public assistance, so he could be paying $900 and something a month for child support where he can't live. You get it?
What you're saying is if you never
He's
want
basically
Yeah,
putting
listen.
his.
All right, so
Yeah. That's what
well,
I'm saying.
I
I'm
was
thinking
playing
that,
this for the
like, maybe
people
he's
then,
putting it out
because
because
yeah,
he's
say you
still
not have to
trying
do
to
this,
see,
say you
like,
not have to
if
do
there was
that.
something else.
But this is what I'm saying. So what is the motive? You don't have to do everything, but yet you're fighting so hard for a child. This is what everybody want to know.
Yeah, he hasn't done nothing since that child came home. So the judge is gonna look at that. You haven't bought well, even though he's not on formula, you haven't helped her pay for the crib. You haven't helped her pay for the doctor's appointment. You haven't even brought her home from the hospital. Then the judge is gonna look into the fact that she doesn't drive, and she trusts me. In family court, I'm telling you, I see it every day. They break down the littlest thing, a can of soup, they break it down. They look at the best parent, and he keeps saying, oh, she makes her money from TikTok. Last time I checked, TikTok give you guys a W-2, right? Exactly. That's a job. She has a tax. She has a EIN number. So at the end of the day, that's a tax-paying job. All America cares is that you're paying back your taxes, and she's doing it. So at the end of the day, it's a job. It doesn't matter how she's doing it. She's providing for this child. I'm gonna tell you also what she has on her side, and nobody is thinking this. You guys forgot that CPS came into her home and did an investigation and found no finding of neglect. If the judge wants to, or if her lawyer wants to, they can summons that CYS worker to court. And everything will come up of all the vindictive things that he have done. So when the CPS worker, trust me, the courts is going to want to hear the CPS finding. So again, that's on her side. Remember, they was in her life for 30 days because they closed the case after 30 days. They were in her life for 30 days. They did an investigation. They seen that the baby had food. They seen that the baby had everything. When she moved, her case was closed. Trust me, they know her new address and they know her old address. And as far as they can see, that she has upgraded her life for her child by moving into a better security apartment. These are all the things that they're looking at. They have video.
Okay, guys, concerning CPS, hold on.
You call CPS. That's the question everybody want to know. Why the hell we call CPS? Y'all know why damn well why I call CPS. But you want to ask a dumb question like that? So should I elaborate? I elaborate type shit. Of course I call CPS. Do I regret calling CPS? No, I do not.
All right, so you heard he admit right there.
Exactly.
You
And
have
that
the
CPS,
recording.
him calling the
Eve,
CPS is going to work against him because
Eve, go ahead, Eve.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
hi, good afternoon. Am I echoing?
The internet is
No,
more
go ahead, dear.
Yeah,
he never
sorry.
asked
Okay,
me
first of
for
all,
money.
I don't know anyone. I
You guys
have
came to his
one
rescue.
son
Nothing was
and two daughters. I'm not sure if things are different over in the US as opposed to Canada, but what I do know is once someone here does not have any documents and the child father have documents, you don't have to pay any money. The father just have to submit his health card to the hospital, and every single thing is covered.
That's what I'm saying.
That's how
No,
it.
no, no, but you can't talk about Canadian healthcare with American healthcare.
No, that's what
That's
I'm
two
saying.
different healthcare, my love.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
but you can't bring up Canadian healthcare with American healthcare.
No, okay. The reason why I said that, right, is because like I was just listening, and I heard like the judge might have him pay for.
No, because here what? In America, if you go to healthcare.gov, you will see how much you have to pay to have the baby at the hospital, from C-section to vagina delivery. You will see all of that at healthcare.ca. It's over on the website.
Even if you're landed in the States.
Yes, all if you are covered under insurance,
Okay.
you still have to pay a portion. Yes, mama.
Oh,
Go
okay.
over
Thank you.
healthcare. Somebody type it for me. They don't make shit along over the read.
And another thing is she's an asylum seeker, so she didn't have no insurance. So basically she paid everything out of her pocket for her care and the baby care. She had to pay cash every appointment. She had to pay for ultrasound every appointment. So basically she's done everything out of her pocket. When the baby was
All
born,
right, hold on. Go over to healthcare.gov, Eve. You'll find the information over there that you're looking for.
Yeah, I just saw
Yeah.
somebody.
Over there, all the information, Mrs. All from blood work too. All if you broke your foot. All of it pop up over the Mrs. One place.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
but that's in Atlanta.
All of this thing them over the Mrs. Pack up. Where you have to pay for, where you don't have to pay for. All of the broke down Mrs. All of the pop it down over there. Everything where you look for pop down over there,
Right.
If your foot broke, even the sit when they use to just your cut, me love, you have to pay for over there. Go over there, everything I pop down over there, me love.
My thing is, right, isn't custody and support two different things?
Look here. If on the platform for this now. We not break down for him problem, yes or no. We are break down for we girl problem, yes or. We not break down for him. So you have to go over the next platform. When them a back her, when them a kick her, when them a beat her. Over there, so you have to go down. Forget them mix up them, love. You understand? We not disrespect your mama, but I don't over your set there. You understand?
No, right, respect. But the reason why I ask is because Guyanese.
Let me explain it to you what I meant by that. If a father files for custody, let me tell you something. He's in the wrong state. The state of Georgia is for the woman, and I know that. Okay? So he's not going to get full custody. He probably will get partial custody. Basically, she will be the sole provider, but he will get visitations right. In the meantime, while he has visitations, while he's in his child's life, alleged father, while he's in the child life, he will still have to provide. He will still have to pay child support. When you go to family court, yes, they decide on custody, but trust and believe before you walk out that court too, along with the custody is going to be a child support hearing. It can be done in one case.
Okay, that was my next question.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
No
He's
problem.
been like running with it, so like I don't have to keep quiet about it anymore. It's public knowledge now, man.
Anybody else jump up in our box, yeah? Guyanese, you open courthouse over here today, my love. You open courthouse over here. I'm tell you the courthouse lock over here.
No, I'm just explaining because that's the problem. People don't take the time to let them know. Like,
You
so
open courthouse over here, man.
don't do that to me, Scrub.
And
Okay.
courthouse lock over here. Nobody make them come over go with a question, man. Elsie, I forgot go over so with them
Okay,
too.
I have a question though. I have a question. I gotta ask my question. I got a quick question.
Okay.
Okay, so my question for Guyan is, even though he has the restraining order, right, for her, because it's not and it's not his child, would that also work in her play? Like if he come close or
Yes, I
however the
just said that.
situation is?
I just
Okay,
said.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you because my service
Yeah,
is going in and out.
I said she, even though he has a restraining order, what the restraining order is gonna do
Well,
is,
Diamond, hey, you pin Diamond commit there. Moderator pin up Diamond commit them, love. Break room needed. Yeah, man. Bring her over in a break room, man. Because I don't want to come from different life with no bag of question. You know, stay over there, go question them.
okay, so what I was saying is